Bitch, jump in that fire.
Well, as I was down here feeding one of my, well, not in tranquil spirit, but aggressive spirits, I decided to do a video on what happens when you don't feed your aggressive spirits. Your in tranquil spirits, demons, whatever, what happens when you don't feed these entities. First thing you got to understand is that for your own safety and for the safety of those around you, it is best that you stay on top of feeding your spirits. Whether that be every 2 days, every day, 3 days, whatever you decided with that spirit in regards to the time frame in which you're going to feed it, you need to stay on top of that. Because after a certain amount of time goes by, best believe the spirit is going to feed off of you or those around you. What do I mean by this? When I say feed off of you, of course I don't mean physically, I mean spiritually. So you might begin to see health complications begin to arise. So for you, let's say you already have health complications. You might start to see that they progressively get worse, or stuff will just start coming out the middle of nowhere. You might start having heart issues, liver issues, whatever. It might just start to come out the middle of nowhere because you weren't staying on top of what it is that you need to do. Another thing might be, on a different note, different problems will begin to arise. So you might start having issues with your car, start having problems at work, things like that. Now after more time has passed, now you'll begin to start seeing very destructive, life-threatening things begin to happen. Tragic car accidents, you might see people just randomly dropping dead, perfectly fine, but then all of a sudden they have a heart attack. Many things you can possibly see, and this all comes down to a person not feeding their spirits. Another thing to note is that it's not always that the spirit is gonna, feed off of you. If you're a person who is heavily protected, you got other spirits that that you work with, it might be that a spirit can't necessarily get to you. So if it can't get to you, it's still gonna try try its best to get your attention. And at that point, that's when it's gonna go after people that you know. So if you're not getting the message, now it's time for it to go after people that you know, and you're gonna know it because you're gonna start seeing things happen in their life as well. And I'm not talking just small problems, little things here and there. I'm talking about things that is clear as day, that's going to tell you, oh, I need to come down and feed my spirits, or go to whatever location that I have my spirits and feed them. So a spirit is always going to try its best to get your attention, to tell you, yo, I need to be fed, I need to be paid. And it's up to you to know your spirit well enough to notice the signs that it's mad. You have certain spirits that have certain signs that tell you when it's mad. So for me, let's say Esli Donto, when she's mad, I'm going to start seeing her a lot in my dreams. Or you might start seeing, well, never mind, I'm not going to give that up. But it's the physical things that Esli Donto does when she's mad, and that's going to let you know, oh, I need to go fix whatever it is that the issue might be. So when you know your spirits very well, you know what things begin to happen when that spirit isn't being properly fed. So for intranquil spirits, or even some demons, when they aren't being fed properly, or their altar isn't right, or whatever the case could be, they start to give you nightmares. You might start to have sleep paralysis. These are signs that you need to feed whatever it is that you have. Some people got it set up to where they have to feed their spirits every 4 days, every 3 days, every day. It really depends on how you made your pact. For me, after a week and a half to maybe 2 weeks, that's when I could potentially, start seeing some crazy things start to happen because I'm slacking on what it is that I need to do. Another thing I would say for me, I don't have any health issues, but I know whenever I'm slacking on my spirits, I begin to break out randomly. So I might start getting bumps, or I might start getting styes on my eye. A lot of things begin to happen like that. Random problems with my car. These are things that begin to happen when I don't come do what I gotta do. That's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe.